Haines got a guy with a big old beard here. That is senior John Davis. All right, somebody check the birth certificate there, because that is a full face of hair. Tikigaq, baseline drive. Luther Lane, shot short. And there's the beard man, John Davis, with the first rebound. Haines pushing the pace, quick attack in the paint. Now a baseline drive for James Stickler. Kicks it out to the far corner. Turning the corner, Isaac Jones has it poked away, picked up by Colton Combs. Brody Farron, now Davis. Three-pointer from way downtown. Long, Davis another rebound, and he throws it away. Tikigaq back the other way, racing it up the far sideline, and they're going to say that Samuel Jackson stepped on the sideline. I tell you what, the basketball genes are strong in the Lane family from Tikigaq. We got 2 starters, last name Lane, and 2 bench players, last name Lane. We got 4 Lanes on this Harpooners team. Glacier Bears, turnaround jump shot off the glass for James Stickler. And the Bears jump out in front, 2-0. Samuel Jackson, far side, Luther Lane, back near side for Jacob Lane. Lane takes it to the rack to tie this thing at 2 apiece. And Tikigaq already employing the full court press. Glacier Bears, that is, moving it up the far side. Isaac Jones. Foul called on Luther Lane, his first. One on the Harpooners. Isaac Jones over there, he's got a mullet worthy of a rock stage, you know what I mean? Inbound pass. Colton Combs leading his team in scoring this year, averaging almost 18 points a game. Combs then fake out to Jones, and a takeaway in the paint. Steal by Justin Atagana. Tikigaq in the left court. Jacob Lane driving to the hoop again, but it's taken away as he tries to split through the defensive wedge. Combs going right to the cup. Jump shot, short, offensive rebound, and a foul. James Stickler, already 2 offensive boards. Brady Farron, the junior, heads to the free throw line. Farron drops in the first one. So Haines back on top, 3-2. Again, the winner of this game faces either Unalakleet. Oh, and a big drop down to the deck, but popping right back up was James Stickler. Winner faces the winner of Unalakleet or Toke tomorrow night. Farron 1 for 2 at the stripe. Tikigaq trailing 3-2. Lane trying to back his way in at the high post. Nothing there. Straightaway 3. Off target. Combs goes up for the rebound. Combs getting low as he brings it across half court. Flips it to Farron. Underneath for Stickler in the paint. Jump stop. Pull up off the glass and gets the roll. Stickler now 4 points. And the Haines lead is 5-2. Samuel Jackson, cross half court, barking out of play. Almost 3 minutes gone in the first quarter already. Jackson, jab step, near side. Luther Lane, left hand dribble. Kick out. Ephraim Nash, back to the far wing. Jackson, pull up 3. Off toe, glass, but doesn't get the make. Stickler, his first defensive rebound. He's already got 3. Pass ahead. Looking for Kyron Sweet. A little too long. Maybe that's why he plays basketball and not football. Got to hit that receiver in open space. 4:40 to play in the first quarter. 5-2. The Haines Glacier Bears. I think that might be one of my favorite Bears mascots. You got all sorts of Bears. There's a steal for Stickler. Trying to keep up with his own dribble. Tomahawk chop from behind by Luther Lane. The senior strips it away, out of bounds. Tikigaq it'll be Haines rather. Combs looking on the inbound. Stickler at the wing. John Davis. Combs head fake, gets inside, and boy does he get uninterrupted access to the bucket on that runner. Colton Combs makes it a 5-point lead for the Glacier Bears. You know, you got Golden Bears, Crimson Bears, Grizzly Bears. I'm trying to think in terms of mascots. Like, obviously there's a lot more bears out there than just naming them by their colors. But yeah, Glacier Bears, that's a good one. Baseline drive for Tikigaq, ball out of bounds. John Atanunga. Utengana. I got my pronunciation guide right here in front of me. Utengana. 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the first quarter. Media timeout. We'll step aside. Back in one right here on the NFHS Network.
As the state has grown, we've been right there every step of the way, providing quality hardware solutions for our customers. With our fully stocked Anchorage warehouse and within our 8 strategically placed retail stores throughout the state, every Alaskan has access to top quality products. Our large team of over 100 Alaskans are able to provide knowledge and support for retail customers and for businesses of all sizes. AIH, we've got all the tools, all the time.
People don't wake up every day and say, I'm going to have a health issue today. They need somebody to be curious, and when I can ask the right questions and understand, then I'm able to walk them through what's happening.
Welcome back to the Alaska Airlines Center. Nick Sorrell with you for this quarterfinal game between Haines and Tikigaq. Haines was not here last year. Tikigaq was. Haines, though, makes some improvements. Lob pass down low. Stickler gets into the post and banks it in. 6 points for the big man. I would say he really embodies the Glacier Bear mentality. John Davis trying to guard Luther Lane. Lane back out to Samuel Jackson, near side. Jacob Lane had the drive earlier, spins into the paint. What a move! Jacob Lane. Bucket in the paint, ball tipped up. Brody Farron hangs on to it. Kyron Sweet in the corner, and a travel called on Colton Combs. And if you're familiar with some of these officials, you'll see some of these travel calls. I don't love them. I mean, I'm not like an NBA fan of the we can take one dribble in 7 steps approach, but I mean, some of these travel calls get a little bit ticky-tacky. Tikigaq ball. Samuel Jackson working off a screen, pull-up three-pointer straight away off to the left. Rebound out to Stickler. He's already got 4 rebounds and 6 points in the first quarter. Combs. John Davis, top of the key. Now a drive for Brody Farron. Underneath, Stickler trying to take advantage of the size, and that's a travel. That one, not ticky-tacky. That was pretty clear. 2:27 to go in the first. 9-4, Haines on top. 6 points for James Stickler and 2 for Colton Combs. Unilook lead basketball. Jacob Lane, oh, what a move. Broke the ankles, can't finish though. And then a strip after Luther Lane had the offensive rebound. Ball poked away the other direction. In the corner, Lane, baseline drive, back out. Jackson, corner 3, long. Rebound, though, goes right to Caleb Logan Lane. Jump stop, Samuel Jackson, kick out. 4-3. That one, got it. Jacob Lane makes it a 2-point game. John Davis across half court, underneath the Stickler. right under the basket. Ball loose. Taken away by the Harpooners. Oh, and Jacob Lane looking for Justin Atatunga. But Justin Atatunga, not looking for Jacob Lane. It'll be Haines basketball. I promise eventually I will get these names. I'll get them dialed in. It's like anything. You got to warm up, you know. Here's Colton Combs, sneaks past the defense on the far side, goes right to the rack. Colton Combs tiptoeing along that far sideline to sneak past a double team. It's kind of a double screen in there. Here's Samuel Jackson back the other way. Jackson, his first bucket. It's 11-9. Farron caught at half court, has to get rid of it. Combs, and a backcourt or 10-second violation. Man, that's a fast 10 seconds, but you know what? I'm not counting it out. Tikigaq basketball, trailing by 2, 11-9. Inbound pass taken away by Farron. Farron shaded by Justin Atunga. Atunga, nice chase down defense. Here's Luther Lane. Samuel Jackson had a nice make a moment ago, gets off the screen, gets the matchup he wants. Got a little high with the dribble, now steps inside and shot just off the front of the rim. Colton Combs, the rebound. He'll go back the other way, and another loose ball in the paint picked up by the Harpooners. Under 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Into the corner, head fake, and a travel called. I don't know if I like that one either. He must have drugged the pivot foot a little bit. 14 seconds remain. Timeout Haines. They lead 11-2 over Tikigaq in this 3-6 matchup back in 30 seconds on the NFHS network.
People don't wake up every day and say, I'm going to have a health issue today. They need somebody to be curious, and when I can ask the right questions and understand, then I'm able to walk them through what's happening.
With you, Nick Sorrell courtside with you at the Alaska Airlines Center. The third of 4 quarterfinals for 2A boys basketball underway with under 15 seconds to play. Haines, ball in the backcourt. Brody Farron racing it across the timeline. 5 seconds to go. Colton Combs now 3 seconds. Spinning outside the arc, inside, and John Davis not able to get the shot off before the final buzzer. Haines taking the first round, 11-9. We'll be back with the second quarter right here on the NFHS network.
My grandpa got his very first toolbox from AIH. He always told me that if I had the right tools, I'd have everything I needed. And now, looking back, I realize that everything I actually needed, I got from him. Building life's most precious moments, from generation to generation.
Data caps and low bandwidth are no problem with the Alaska Commercial Company shopping app. In low bandwidth mode, our online store loads in less time than other stores and saves you money on data. Here for you, here for Alaska.
We head to the second quarter between Haines and Tikigaq. It'll be James Stickler to inbound. Stickler led his team with 6 first quarter points and 4 rebounds. And then Tikigaq went to the big man, Caleb Logan Lane. They said, hey, we got to control the low post. Here's Stickler trying to post up. Goes right up to the rim, backs his way through Justin Atunga. And Stickler now with 8 points. Haines back on top by 4. Jacob Lane, who's put on some fancy moves already in the game, backing his way into the paint. Jumper on the fadeaway. Logan Lane and Stickler fighting for the rebound. Last touch by Stickler. Haines trying to advance to the semifinals after not being in last year's tournament. Inbound pass, Samuel Jackson at the far wing. Head fake, near side. Now a drive for Justin Atunga. Three-pointer off the back of the rim. And a nice rebound by Colton Combs. His third defensive board. Combs from way downtown. Splash! Combs puts one in from Neptune. And it's 16-9. Haines back on top by 7, matching their largest lead of the game. Jacob Lane now near side. Atunga. Three-pointer for Lane. Shot long and going up is the small man, Isaac Jones, to crash the board. Here's Brody Farron across half court. And a drive off the steal, shot long, but a foul called. Farron got underneath Luther Lane, so Lane will head to the free throw line. That'll be the first foul on Brody Farron. One on Haines in the second quarter. That's the first foul of the, second foul of the game. Luther Lane at the stripe, first free throw, pure. Communication between Coach Brian Combs and his team from the Haines bench. Ryan Rock. Coach, there's a miss by Luther Lane. Rebound to Stickler. He's got 5 already. Colton Combs with 7 points. Into the corner. Pass underneath. Stickler's up and under for the reverse. Now 10 points for the big Glacier Bear, James Stickler. Tikigaq quickly moving the ball near side. Luther Lane drives, baseline, what a make! And he is shaken up. He went down hard to the deck, landing flat. He has the and one free throw, and that did not look good. Luther Lane, a very impressive free throw. Oh, excuse me, they call him for the offensive foul. Luther Lane picking up his second and adding insult to injury. Picking up that foul as he attacked the hoop. But a great stand by the defense down low. Combs across half court, all alone down underneath the basket. Wade Lloyd, the junior, just gets onto the court and is handed a gift in the form of an island underneath the basket. Here's Samuel Jackson, excuse me. Back up top, Jacob Lane, crossover, working his way to the near wing. Spins and back out. Jackson drives. Three-pointer, bang! Jacob Lane, the fourth, making that triple, and the lead is cut back to 7. Combs out to Davis. Left-hand drive. Isaac, shot up and in. Isaac Jones. Now we're trading buckets. Jones, his first basket of the game, and it's a big one from the corner. Jackson spinning in the paint, ball stripped away. Isaac Jones pushing the pace, goes right to the low post, gets the high kiss of the glass. And the sophomore, 5 quick points. Now it's turning into a track meet. 4:30 remaining in the first half. Haines on top, 25-13. Jacob Lane, the fourth. So this might get a little bit confusing. We might just have to call him numero uno and numero dos because we have 2 Jacob Lanes on the floor. Turning the corner, a little contact. Foul's going to be on Isaac Jones as Justin Atungana draws the contact. 1 on Jones, second foul on Haines in the second quarter. So fairly clean game from both teams. Just 4 fouls between the two. Jacob Lane, near side, now Jackson inside the arc. Covered like white on rice by Colton Combs, and now a takeaway by the big Glacier Bear. He's going to go the distance and lay it in. 12 points for James Stickler. And now big lead for Haines. They've opened it up. They're on top 14, 27-13 in the second quarter. Jacob Lane drives, pulls up, can't get the roll ball tipped out. Rebound to Isaac Jones. That's ahead and out of the hands of Wade Lloyd, who makes an acrobatic save, tossing that one off of the harpooner. It'll stay with Haines. Coming back into the game is Kyron Sweet. He'll replace the bearded bear, John Davis. Inbound pass, tipped back out. Haines to inbound once again. Stickler bodying up in the low post, and he put his foot on the baseline. So win to Ephraim Nash, the big sophomore, doing his job, trying to take up space on the low block. 3:15 to play in the first half. Samuel Jackson around the arc. Hands it off Jacob Lane, working off the screen, trying to back his way in. Stickler, another steal. Colton Combs in the paint, takes the contact. Oh! The fadeaway with a watchmaker's finesse. Colton Combs now with 9 points, and it's a 29-13 Haines lead. Here's Lane. Three-pointer rattles home for Atungana. His first basket. That'll stop a run by Haines with 2:30 to play in the first half. Colton for three. Short. Rebound, though, tipped out and chased down by Stickler. He's got 6 rebounds to go along with those 12 points. Now Combs drives, scoop off the glass. Colton Combs ought to be a gymnast in the offseason, because that is some acrobatic stuff. 2 minutes to play. Here's Jacob Lane, works his way into the paint. In trouble, has to get rid of it. Samuel Jackson. Near side, crossover. Now back up top. Jacob Lane splitting the defense, jump stop in the paint, right hand floater. And Jacob Lane finally in the scoring column in the second quarter, gives him 9 overall. Behind the back, lift up over the top. Stickler, the low post, bank shot off the front of the rim. Atungana has his first rebound. 1:20 to play in the first half. Lane had to back away. Atungana working on Isaac Jones. Isaac Jones, nice job getting to the baseline. Three-pointer from downtown. That one off the heel. Combs goes up for his 4th rebound. Under a minute to play in the first half. Colton Combs has his ISO on Jackson. Now he gets a screen. Works to the baseline, but hands it off to Sweet. Combs from way downtown. Oh! Give him another one. Combs with 10 second quarter points, and that puts Haines up by 16. 30 seconds to play. Spinning into the paint, Atungana, and he loses the handle. And a jump ball on the quick call from the official. That'll keep it with the Harpooners with 26 seconds to play in the first half. Second quarter to the Glacier Bears. Colton Combs, 10 points this quarter. James Stickler, 6. Tikigaq, Jacob Lane, pull up at 15 feet. Shot a little bit long. John Davis goes up for the rebound. Combs drawing up a play with just over 10 seconds left in the first half. Davis near side. Surveying. Stickler midway through the lane, turn around, and he gets the bounce. And that takes us to the end of the first half. Haines, everything going right. They lead 36-18 after 2. We'll step aside and we'll be back with the second half. You're watching high school basketball on the NFHS Network.
Humble beginnings. Humble beginnings.
The world's wide open, and our people are brilliant and resilient.
And we have to have these new ideas, this new future of generations to come to be able to support this corporation.
I'm Sam King, and I earned my process tech degree right here in the state. ConocoPhillips Alaska is the state's largest oil producer, and what we do matters. As part of the operations team, I prepare for planned maintenance on our facility, and I work closely with production teams across the North Slope. It's not just what we do, it's how we do it. The team and I work every day to safely and responsibly put oil in the pipeline. ConocoPhillips Alaska, committed to Alaska for more than 50 years.
Growing up Alaskan makes you, well, a little different. We're an independent bunch, yet we can't get along without each other. We like unique things, and we have unique needs. That's the whole reason we created Club 49, the only travel benefits program made for Alaskans, so you can be you. Alaska Airlines Club 49.
My grandpa got his very first toolbox from AIH. He always told me that if I had the right tools, I'd have everything I needed. And now, looking back, I realize that everything I actually needed, I got from him. Building life's most precious moments, from generation to generation.
Data caps and low bandwidth are no problem with the Alaska Commercial Company shopping app. In low bandwidth mode, our online store loads in less time than other stores and saves you money on data. Here for you, here for Alaska.
Alaskans love staying active, whether it's cross-country skiing, rock climbing, or tearing up the slopes. But sometimes, gravity has other plans. When your epic adventure turns into an epic wipeout, OPA's Orthopedic Injury Walk-In Clinic has you covered. We'll get you seen fast, without an appointment, saving you time and money. OPA's Orthopedic Injury Walk-In Clinic. Because bouncing back shouldn't be harder than the fall.
The Alaska Air National Guard was born.
We are the Alaska Air National Guard. We are united by one commanding principle: love. Love for our fellow man, for our freedoms, for Alaska, our home, and for the United States of America.
For America and for you.
We are always ready, always there.
Always have been, and always will be.
Inspired by her parents, Tiffany Vassar learned lifelong values in student government, cheerleading, volleyball, and more. Today, leadership, teamwork, and compassion are just a few of the lifelong lessons Tiffany brings to GCI as she helps manage more than $2 million in contributions to nonprofits across the Great Land. Alaskans helping Alaskans.
It's what it means to win for life.
Donlin Communications and Liaison Coordinator Samantha Tikigaq Miller was a standout volleyball player at Bethel Regional. Donlin's Environmental Coordinator Danny Twitchell won multiple wrestling championships, also at Bethel. Today, Samantha still serves Aces with her strong communication for the Donlin team and her community. And Danny continues to wrestle as he pins down bright solutions to environmental challenges, values that endure. ASAA, win for life.
Freshman Katie Hughes had doubts entering high school. She found her confidence by joining orchestra and the declamation team. As Katie gained self-assurance, she explored and enjoyed new opportunities to grow. Today, Katie is an experienced loan officer at First National Bank Alaska, drawing on lessons she learned from high school activities and sports. ASAA, win today, win for life.
OPA athletic trainer Lynn Young was a multi-sport standout at Kodiak High School. And OPA orthopedic surgeon Dr. Eugene Chang was a state champion running back and cornerback at East High. Today, they are part of a high-caliber team at OPA who treat hundreds of student athletes every year with the same teamwork, focus, and painstaking care they mastered as student athletes more than 30 years ago. Win for life, ASAA. Ken Coville and Scott Haberstad were student athletes at Ketchikan High in 1989. Today, Scott and Ken are still teammates for Alaska Airlines. When Ken piloted the K-High Kings basketball and cheer squads home after their championship victories, the true meaning of win for life was clear. Teamwork, respect, commitment. Scott and Ken have shared these bonds for 3 decades. ASAA, win for life.
Aurora Agee was born to run. Her high school cross-country skiing, running, and track careers taught her how to dig deeper, reach higher, and compete from start to finish. Today, Aurora is one of First National Bank Alaska's rising stars, a testament to the character and values she developed through high school sports and activities. Win for life. ASAA.
Back at the Alaska Airlines Center in Anchorage on the campus of the UAA Seawolves, we've got a quarterfinal matchup that was controlled by the Haines Glacier Bears in the first half. 5 points for Isaac Jones, 14 for Colton Combs. Coming into the game, averaging almost 18 points a game. He's well on his way to that. 2 points for Wade Lloyd, 1 point for Brody Farron, and 14 points for the Big Bear, James Stickler, and 6 rebounds. for Unilaclete, outscored 25-9 in the second quarter. 2 points for Samuel Jackson, 3 points and a rebound for Justin Atungana. 9 points for Jacob Lane, 2 points for Jacob Lane the fourth, and 1 point for Luther Lane. Both teams 1 for 2 from the free throw line. We will swap sides of the court as we head to the second half of play. James Stickler to inbound. Haines in the white playing right to left. Tikigaq in the black playing left to right. The Harpooners going to need to find some solutions down low as Haines controlled the second quarter largely in the low post, but also dropping in 3 bombs from downtown. Haines basketball. John Davis, who is anywhere between 18 and 30 years old based on the facial hair. Corner 3 for Davis. Long. Rebound tipped out, and Davis will chase it down. Keeps the dribble, working on Jacob Lane. Into Stickler. Hands it off to Combs. Working his way down low. Switches hands and draws the foul. He'll head to the free throw line. Fouls on Samuel Jackson, just his first. 1 on the Harpooners in the third quarter. Ryan Rock, Tikigaq coach, does not like the call. First free throws of the second half, and Combs knocks in the first. That'll open up the lead now to 19. Haines turned it into a track meet in the second quarter. Combs gets the pair. He's now got 16 points to lead all scorers. A 20-point edge for the Glacier Bears. Tikigaq across half court. Top of the key, Samuel Jackson. Near side, Jacob Lane working on Davis. Davis, nice job setting a wall. Now the other Jacob Lane loses the ball but gets it back. Ends it off to Samuel Jackson. Not the I've played in 400 movies variety. Runner into the lane. Rebound to Brody Farron, his first. Combs with 16 points. Getting swatted at. Farron sneaking around lane. Goes into the paint. Runs it and can't finish the layup. And a foul. This is going to be on Stickler. Rebound, Ephraim Nash, the sophomore, getting his first board. That's the first foul on James Stickler. 6 fouls through the entire game thus far. Fast-paced game, clean game. In the right court, Jacob Lane, far side. That's going to be confusing. Jacob Lane to Jacob Lane. There's a drive, but nothing. Lane the fourth, three-pointer way long. And Stickler hauls in his 7th rebound. Lob ahead to Farron, all alone in transition. Brody Farron now 3 points. And it's a 22-point lead for Haines. Jackson, crossover, and behind the back backs it out. Jacob Lane has it poked away by John Davis, who has drawn a tough assignment with the agile number 11. Nice move by Samuel Jackson and call for the travel. That was a tough play. Got bumped and had the ball in both hands on the deck as he stumbled forward. 4 points to open up the quarter for Haines. He had 25 in the second. Now 40-18. Colton Combs rips a pass down low for Stickler. Posts up. And nice defense by Ephraim Nash. Ball back out to Combs. Combs jump stop. Fade away. Shot off target, but an offensive rebound. No, they're going to call a foul. It's going to be on Samuel Jackson. He picks up his second. 2 on Tikigaq. And Combs goes back to the line. 2 for 2 to open up the third quarter. 5:19 to play. Combs, the senior, puts in the first. Now, I do not know the good people of Haines. But I'm going to make an assessment here that there is a father-son relationship between Coach Brian Combs and Colton Combs, who's now 4 for 4 from the free throw line with 18 points, leading all scorers. Jacob Lane backing his way to the paint. Toss out. Lane from the far side now. Well defended jump shot, and that is a fantastic basket by Jacob Lane. He now has 11 points, and the lead back to 22 for the Glacier Bears. Colton Combs. Oh, a travel, yep. Stickler made a good move, but also a bad move. Once you put your pivot foot down, you can't use that as your anchor foot to drive forward. Not allowed to do that. That's what the rule book tells me. 42-20. Haines on top of Tikigaq. Samuel Jackson working on Colton Combs. Combs. Steely-eyed look in his eyes. Swing now near side. Ball stripped away by Isaac Jones. Lane the fourth to Lane just the regular. Turns the corner, 15-foot jumper. Banks it in, or rather bounces it in. Jacob Lane, 13 points in the game. He's got 4 straight, 42-22. Wade Lloyd, Combs splits the defense and has it poked away by Lane the fourth. I'll move it up the near side. Jackson in the corner. Haines now man-to-man. Jacob Lane, step back, hands it off to Atungana. Jackson, spinning, ball stripped away. Powering through the contact, Stickler, and he'll go the distance. Shot too strong, and tip drill for Colton Combs. The lead now 44-22, back to a 22-point advantage for the Glacier Bears. Jacob Lane can't finish. Close. Brody Farron, another rebound. Wade Lloyd from the left side. Lloyd now with 4 points, and the lead matching its largest of the game for Haines, 24. Samuel Jackson, crossover move, sidestep three-pointer, banks open today, Lamu. Lamu Pelinato, our broadcast producer. If he had a mic, he'd be giving some great color commentary. What a move from Stickler. James Stickler with a fantastic make. Here's Sam Jackson. Coach Rock over there begging for a foul call on Stickler. Jackson back in the paint. Shot is a little bit short. Farron another rebound. And the Glacier Bears keep the pace hot. Farron gashing his way through the lane for the finish. Farron 4 points in the third quarter, and Coach Rock wants a timeout, pleading with the officials as he goes back to his team. 50-24 is the Haines lead. We'll keep it here and thank some sponsors: First National Bank Alaska, GCI, Arctic Slope Regional Corporation, and Donlin Gold, all proud sponsors of ASAA. ConocoPhillips Alaska, Responsible Resource Development for Alaska, and a proud sponsor. Hillcorp, proud to partner with ASAA, help strengthen student wellness and foster the development of positive life skills throughout Alaska. Nana Corporation, over 50 years of Alaska Native strength and unity. Visit them online, nana.com. Alaska Commercial Company, I like this one. Serving rural Alaska since 1867. Now, my math's a little rusty, but I believe that's over 100 years of service. And if I do my math correctly, I think that's 149 years. So one more year, and ACCO will hit the 150 mark. So it's America 250 around the country. It'll be ACCO 150 next year. Coming out of the timeout, It'll be Tikigaq basketball. Atungana inbounds it to Sam Jackson. Guarded by Combs, spinning, but he runs right into Sweet. At the wing, crossover for Sam Jackson and a takeaway. Ball picked off by John Davis. Davis into the low post, takes it right to the rack, but shot rolling off the back of the rim. Rebound to Jacob Lane. Shockingly, just his first rebound. Has it poked away in the backcourt, but a foul call. Just the first foul on Colton Combs, the senior. And a media timeout for 1 minute. We'll be back in 60. Glacier Bears in control in the third quarter, on top by 26 on the NFHS network.
From the basketball court to the auditorium, join Hillcorp in celebrating our student athletes and the shared commitment to excellence both in and outside the classroom. Hillcorp Alaska, proud sponsors of the Alaska School Activities Association.
We got a pretty stern warning in the timeout from ASAA Assistant Director Kathleen Navarre, letting the crowd know we got 2 vehicles that are illegally parked. APD on standby, ready to tow those suckers away. So I'm checking the exits to see who's running to the parking lot. Coming out of the timeout, Tikigaq basketball. Sam Jackson with it, working on Colton Combs. Different Combs on that one. Three-pointer, too strong. Sweet goes up for the rebound. Colton Combs pushing the pace, goes right down underneath, shot a little bit too strong, and James Stickler fouled underneath. Ephraim Nash getting up underneath him. That's 1 on Nash, 3 on the Harpooners in the third quarter. Good thing that Big Bear's okay down low. Inbound pass, Davis takes it and puts it off the glass and in. John Davis, his first basket of the night, and the lead up to 28 for Haines, 52-24. Sam Jackson hands it off to Big Ephraim Nash. He'll drive, ball poked from behind, toss ahead, and here goes Stickler. Running the court, basket too strong. Sweet can't finish the rebound, gets his own. The putback up, no good, but a foul. And that's twice now that the big Glacier Bear has had a bunny layup, just too strong off the glass. Sometimes you got to know your own strength, you know what I mean? And I don't understand how this isn't free throws for Sweet. 2 offensive rebounds for Sweet, 1 for Stickler. There's a runner, Lloyd not finishing. Now a finish for Stickler. 5 offensive rebounds, he's got 18 points. And the lead is 30 for Haines. What a crossover by Sam Jackson, 17-footer. Can't finish, and Stickler has a double-double. 18 points, 10 rebounds. Under 10 seconds to play. 5 seconds. John Davis had the ball in his hands at the end of the first. Deep 3 for Combs, short at the buzzer. And it's a 30-point lead for Haines. Way out in front after 3. We'll be back with the final stretch right here on the NFHS network.
Alaskans love staying active, whether it's cross-country skiing, rock climbing, or tearing up the slopes. But sometimes, gravity has other plans. When your epic adventure turns into an epic wipeout, OPA's Orthopedic Injury Walk-In Clinic has you covered. We'll get you seen fast, without an appointment, saving you time and money. OPA's Orthopedic Injury Walk-In Clinic. Because bouncing back shouldn't be harder than the fall.
People don't wake up every day and say, I'm going to have a health issue today. They need somebody to be curious, and when I can ask the right questions and understand, then I'm able to walk them through what's happening.
Welcome back to the Alaska Airlines Center. The first of two quarterfinal matchups in session number 2 of basketball at the 2A Boys State Tournament. This one between the Tikigaq Harpooners, who find themselves in a sizable hole, down by 30 as we head to the final frame. Pull-up jumper from the corner. That one a little bit off target. Rebound to Combs. Combs up the near sideline. Now John Davis. Combs looked like he was thinking about shooting that one from Jupiter. Instead, he'll just spin his way into the paint and go to the left hand. 22 points for Colton Combs and 5 rebounds. The senior putting on a clinic this evening. Now bodying up Sam Jackson inside the arc. Jacob Lane with 13 points, spin around jumper off the heel, and another rebound for Combs. He's got 7. Ball poked away from behind, chases it down. John Davis hesitates, puts it up, can't finish, and now he's fouled, going back up. He'll shoot 2. Haines right now has left about 8 points on the floor. Fouls on Ephraim Nash, his second. First on Tikigaq in the 4th. Davis at the free throw line. Doesn't get the roll on the first charity stripe shot. Davis 2 points and 3 rebounds. Second free throw on the way. That one rolls out, and Stickler goes up for the rebound as it's stripped away, but they say he was the last one to touch it. Ball poked away by Caleb Logan Lane, big freshman. Cross half court, Sam Jackson, the lanky point guard, has struggled against the defense of Colton Combs. Lane, deep 3. That one stalls out on the rim and drops. 7 points for Lane in the second half. And he has 16 in the game. Colton Combs fouled. Whistle is on Sam Jackson. 3 on Jackson, 2 on Tikigaq in the 4th. 6:21 to play. Haines on top by 29. Combs works off the screen. Now gets the matchup he wants. Jump stop in the paint. What a finish. Colton Combs, 24 points. Lead back up to 31 for the Glacier Bears. Sam Jackson working his way down low. Ball tipped. John Davis got a fingertip on it. Jacob Lane just dropped in a deep 3 a moment ago. Now Jackson in the corner. Jacob Lane the 4th. All poked away, out of bounds. Stabbed away by number 13, Wade Lloyd. No, that's 22, Brody Farron. A lot of time for the starters on this Haines squad, and there goes James Stickler, finally getting a break. Sweet coming into the game. Isaac Jones heads to the bench. Stickler, 18 points and 10 rebounds. The only player with a double-double on the floor right now, or tonight. Sam Jackson. Jacob Lane, 16 points, jab step, spins into the paint, fadeaway jumper off to the side, and another rebound for Colton Combs, and he goes the distance. It's the Colton Combs show this evening. Now 26 points and 7 rebounds. They give away players of the game after each game, and I've got a sneaky suspicion I know who's going to get the nod for the Glacier Bears. Shot blocked, but a whistle. Wade Lloyd went up against Ephraim Nash. Against Caleb Logan Lane. First foul on Lloyd. 1 on the Glacier Bears with 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Logan Nash, first free throw short. Second free throw off the heel and doesn't get the bounce. Davis gets the board. Colton Combs, 26 points. Why not tack on some more, young man? Guarded by Sam Jackson. Flings it underneath. Sweet into the paint. Loses the handle, gets it back. Shot a little off. Tip drill. They wave off the basket. They call the foul on the floor against Justin Atungana. That is 3 fouls on the Harpooners. They don't call the foul on the floor. They call it in the act of shooting. So Sweet, a chance to get in on the scoring action. A little awkward spin on that shot. Kind of was spinning in a horizontal direction. Second free throw, also a little bit of a weird spin, but that one on target. And Kyron Sweet has a point to go along with 3 rebounds, 61-27. A 34-point lead for Haines. Pull-up jumper for Samuel Jackson. Good bounce. Jackson now 6 points. 61-29. Colton Combs under 5 minutes to play. Near side, John Davis, three-pointer, bang! Davis now with 5 points and the lead up to 35. Spinning in the lane, that was Jacob Lane. Offensive rebound, Logan Lane. And he's fouled, going up on the putback. Fouls, I believe, on Lloyd. That's his second. 2 on the Bears. And Lane back to the free throw line. 0 for 2 on his last trip. Makes the first one here. So the lead trimmed back to 34. Under 4 minutes to play, Isaac Jones heads to the bench. James Stickler back in the game. Lane 2 for 2 on that trip. 64-31, Haines. 3:50 to play in the fourth. Brody Farron inside, Sweet, powers through contact. They call an offensive foul. You extend the arm a little bit, and they'll hit you with that one. 2 fouls on Farron, 3 on the Glacier Bears. Now 3:42 left in the fourth quarter. Sam Jackson into the far corner, driving baseline. Oh! A block, but first an offensive foul. That would have been filthy if that would have gone in the stat book. First foul on Lane. 4 now on the Harpooners. 3.5 to play. John Davis to Stickler with 18 points. He has a double-double and had the ball poked away. And I don't know about that one. That looked like it was all Stickler on the lost ball. Stickler inbound, has it poked away. Logan Lane comes up with a steal. Lane showing off some speed for the big guy up the far sideline, and he has it stripped away. Stickler took the steal personally. Chased him down like he had a vendetta. A runner for Farron off the side of the rim. Rebound to Jacob Lane, his second. Pass ahead, spin move down low. Unable to finish. Sam Jackson, here's Colton Combs. Pulls up inside the arc, under 3 minutes to play. Spinning his way down low, right hand off the side of the rim, and another rebound for Logan Lane. Sam Jackson, step back three-pointer, and that one doesn't quite catch anything until it catches the deck. out of bounds. Back to the Glacier Bears. This one a foregone conclusion in the fourth quarter. Looks like Haines will move on, and they will face the winner of Unalakleet and Tok. That game coming up next at 7:45. Combs across half court. Step back three for Farron. Short, another rebound for Jacob Lane. 2:14 left in the fourth quarter. Lane into the paint. Triple team, somehow gets rid of the basketball. Jacob Lane, the fourth three-pointer. That one well short. Logan Lane, offensive rebound. Shot off the underneath side of the backboard. 8 rebounds for Colton Combs. And this looks like a clear-the-bench style timeout called by Coach Combs for Haines. I suspect we'll see some subs when we come out of this break. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the final stretch right here on NFHS Network. Nick Sorrell courtside with you at the Alaska Airlines Center. Quarterfinal matchup between the Haines Glacier Bears and the Tikigaq Harpooners. Tikigaq has shot the ball well. Unfortunately, the defense has not quite been there. And Haines has capitalized a couple big nights for a couple seniors. James Stickler, we've been calling him the Big Bear. He's got 18 points and 10 rebounds. Only double-double on the floor, although Colton Combs, who is now on the bench, has 26 points and 8 rebounds. Under 2 minutes to play. Sweet in the corner. Look for somebody down low, nothing there. Stickler. Sweet. And Haines look like they're just going to be content to run out some clock. Nope, Stickler goes right off the glass. James Stickler now has a 20-point night himself. 2 players with 20 points. Stickler with a double-double. Spinning on the baseline is Lane. Ball loose, picked up by Logan Lane. The freshman, having some quality minutes in the fourth quarter. Deep three for Jacob Lane. Deep ball, and Jacob Lane now with 19 points. Trying to have a 20 spot himself. Under a minute to play. John Davis directing traffic. Isaac Jones, 5 points. 3-pointer for Stickler. He thought he would try from downtown. Rebound, Tikigaq. 40 seconds, another 3 on the way. That one too long. And it looked like a kick ball. Instead, John Davis comes up with his 5th rebound of the night. Under 30 seconds to play, and Haines can probably just dribble this out. They will advance to the semifinal. The Glacier Bears coming out of the Southeastern Conference, and Stickler, for good measure, why not one more? He's got 22 now and 10 rebounds. And that should take us to the end of the game. I expect we'll get a bomb. That one off the side of the rim. Offensive rebound, and at the buzzer, your final score, 68-34 in favor of Haines. They are led by Colton Combs, 26 points and 8 rebounds. And the Big Bear, James Stickler, 22 points and 10 rebounds. We'll turn it over to actually quickly got to remind you, this broadcast, the exclusive property of the NFHS Network. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reproduction of this broadcast in whole or in part without the express written consent of the NFHS Network is strictly prohibited. This includes any and all forms of media, including but not limited to television, radio, online streaming, and social media platforms. Unauthorized action may result unauthorized use may result in legal action. That's going to do it for this 2A Boys State Tournament basketball broadcast by the NFHS Network. Haines moves on